Greetings, crewmates! Today we'll be going over how to assemble your uniform. We expect this to be worn while completing all tasks. Choose your color wisely, as it says a lot about you. If you'd like to add a personal touch to your uniform, hats are allowed. And remember, not everyone is who they say they are. Watch out for imposters. Okay, but for real, Among Us has been a really popular and fun game to play with friends lately. I've been working on this cosplay on and off for a while, so now I can finally share how I did it so you can make your own. Materials are listed in the description. Let's get to it. For the jumpsuit pattern, I'm going with Simplicity 8722, which has 3 different collar options. I think I'll be going with style A and maybe the pocket style of B. Another pattern option is this one from Green Pepper. For fabric, I wasn't finding a lot of color options in bottom weights, so I went with a cyan linen for the first suit and a purple suiting for the second suit. Once I've got my pattern pieces, I can quickly cut these out. First thing to sew is stitching on the pocket pieces. And also, I'll stitch on the yoke. Instead of using hook and loop, I'm going to use a zipper and some snaps for the front closure. And in order to do that, I kept a little extra fabric on this front center flap so that I'll have enough to fold over to hide both the snaps and the zipper. I was having a heck of a time with this step. When I stitched this L shape, it was having trouble getting it to lay flat, but when I did some tests with some scrap fabric, I found that if I just do the vertical stitch, that lets it lay flat when you continue with the rest of the steps. I don't know if this is a misprint or if this is actually how you're supposed to do it, but just doing the vertical stitch worked for me. Once this part of the crotch facing bit is done, I'm going to top stitch to secure the left side, which will be sitting on top.
To attach the zipper, I base stitched it along the top stitch from the previous step, and once it was lined up, went back over it with a straight stitch. Same thing for the opposite side.
This front opening has definitely been the most difficult so far, but the sleeves and legs should be pretty straightforward just following the pattern instructions.
Next up are the backpacks. My cuts are 2 15x12 for front and back, 2 12x5 for the sides, and 2 12x5.75 for top and bottom. I'm using 10mm EVA foam from TNT Cosplay Supply. Top and bottom are thinner foam because I ran out of the 10mm. With these, I'm essentially creating a foam box.
On the side pieces, I'm going to glue on the sides, and on the face pieces, I'm going to glue along this edge so I can stick these together.
I'll mark where I want slits for the straps and carefully cut those with an X-Acto blade. I also tried using a Dremel tool with the smallest bit I had. It worked okay, a little messy, but safer than stabbing it with the blade and easier to carve out the foam. I'm only gluing 3 edges for the top and bottom, leaving the backside open so I can get into the box to thread the straps after painting. At that point, I'll seal those edges. To make the backpack a little less boxy, I rounded the edges with my rotary tool. I added some details with leftover foam, and used a heat gun to seal it. My primer of choice was black Plastidip, which sprays a lot smoother when it's been warmed in hot water beforehand. Next layer is purple and light blue. The light blue was way more runny than the purple. Not sure if that's because it's a lighter color or that the finish was satin compared to gloss purple, but I had to do multiple light coats for that one. I hand painted any other details. For the straps, I have webbing, also called belting, and 2 metal buckles. Parachute buckles would work great too. I carefully threaded the straps and attached the buckles with 1 stitch across the top. These are essentially loops held together by buckles. On to the helmets. Luckily, I snagged these 2 from Spirit Halloween in late September, right before they all went out of stock. Yay, got 'em! I unscrewed the visors so I could spray these in matching colors. I repainted any unmasked details in black acrylic paint. For hats, I went with my trusty flamingo, which is a cup floaty easily superglued. My partner went with the knife through the helmet look. I made this with 2 layers of 10mm EVA foam contact cemented together, cut, Dremelled to shape, heat sealed, primed with Plastidip, and painted silver and brown. These uniforms are ready, just in time for our arrival at the Skeld.
I should have known purple was sus. These outfits were so much fun to make. Let me know in the comments what character color and hat are your favorite to play as. And if you want to see more pictures of this cosplay, be sure to follow me on Instagram at peachberryfox. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more fun content. Until next time, bye!